Indian Navy plans to acquire its third aircraft carrier for whopping 1.6 lakh rupees crores. The Indian Navy is moving ahead with a big-ticket proposal for acquiring its third aircraft carrier. And it is expected to cost around Rs 160,000 crore along with the additional component of 57 fighter aircraft. The Navy has one operational aircraft carrier in the INS Vikramaditya. Another one, INS Vikrant, is under construction at the Kochi Shipyard Limited, CSL. It is expected to join service in the next few years. The Navy is planning to field its 70,000 crore rupees proposal before the Defense Ministry in near future. And it will cost around Rs 160,000 crore at the approval stage itself along with the fighter plane component. The actual costs will go higher further as the program moves ahead, government sources told Mail Today. The Navy has plans of buying 57 twin-engine fighter planes for the third aircraft carrier for which American F-18 and French Dassault Rafale are in the race. If one goes by the cost of the 36 Rafales acquired for the Air Force, the 57 planes are not going to cost us less than 90,000 rupees to 95,000 crore, the sources said. Citing the Chinese threat, the Navy had been asking for construction of the third nuclear-powered aircraft carrier using American technology and systems. But it is going to be far more expensive in comparison with the existing systems. The Navy has been arguing that it should have one aircraft carrier each for the eastern and western seaboards. And another one aircraft carrier in reserve to take care of the time taken for refit and repair of any of the two carriers. However, the Defense Ministry is not very keen on the project due to the high costs involved in it. It would force the government to change its acquisition plans for the coming years, compelling it to waitlist a number of other urgently required weapon systems of the Army and the Air Force, sources said. The cost of equipment for the aircraft carrier takeoff patented by an American private sector firm will also be a major factor in determining the final cost of the carrier for India, the sources said. For buying the aircraft for the aircraft carrier, the Navy had floated a request for information, RFI, but it has not got any clearance from the Defense Ministry for issuing the tender for the project. However, the Navy has already allowed the vendors to give it a presentation on whether the planes would be able to take off from the Russian origin INS Vikramaditya or not. Defense Ministry sources also said, the need for further expanding the aircraft carrier fleet needs to be thought over again, as all targets and routes in the Indian Ocean region, IOR, can be looked after well by the existing assets and bases in the area. Due to this reason, the Defense Ministry had refused to clear the 5-year program of the Navy as agreeing to it would require at least doubling the current acquisition budget of the ministry. The Government of India already spends 28% of its total acquisition budget on fulfilling the requirement of the three services. Increasing it to a higher level does not seem possible in the near future, sources said. BKJ News Report. Hit the like button if you like this video. For daily updates, subscribe BKJ News.